All right, guys, we've knocked out a lot of conspiracies on this show. I think we're basically the Mythbusters of sports. We talked about the Michael Jordan conspiracy, but there's another one, put the lab coat on, dug down really deep to find, did some experiments and some tests, and I'm starting to believe it's actually real.
Put liquid paper on a beat.
What is it?
Super Bowl XVII. Let me paint you a picture.
Sweaty.
San Francisco 49ers, Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco and the Ravens come out absolutely flocking. Go up 21-6 at halftime, have all the momentum. Beyonce comes out, does her little, halftime performance, whatever. Start the second half. The Ravens run the opening kickoff back. It's 28-6, about to be a blowout in the Super Bowl. Then all of a sudden, the power just goes out. And it's out for like 34 minutes, totally disrupting the momentum of the game. And if you know anything about football or sports or Isaac Newton, you know the importance of momentum. All right, so they come back after the wait. San Francisco goes on a 17-0 run, makes it close. The Ravens end up winning 34-31. It's the 49ers' first ever loss in a Super Bowl. It was actually the 10th time the Super Bowl was hosted in New Orleans, which tied them for the most with Miami at the time. So this is 2013, coming off the 2012 season. But before you say, oh, well, nobody believes that, Ray Lewis was quoted as saying basically that he believed it.
$1 billion stadium lights ain't going out, Peyton, unless something is at risk.
So you're going conspiracy.
And then Terrell Suggs was on E60, said that Roger Goodell always has something up his sleeve, couldn't let a blowout happen in the Super Bowl, couldn't just let us manhandle him. So before anybody says that I'm the only one that believes it, they call it the Blackout Bowl, Cone. Your thoughts?
I thought it was called the Har Bowl. Wasn't that Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh against
I think there was like 9 names for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look. I think Jim Harbaugh was going to fight his way back in that game either way, no?
No, 28-6. It was a beatdown. How in that, like Ray Lewis said, you have a $1 zillion organization, the NFL. Biggest game of the year is the Super Bowl. And the lights go out?
The real question is do we know what happened, right? Do we know exactly how the power went out? What's the explanation? Well, what was the conditions outside? That was in a dome, correct?
Yeah, it was in New Orleans.
Superdome.
Yeah, that was in a Superdome. So it's kind of confusing. And once I get an explanation on how it happened, maybe we can start unfolding the layers.
How were the breakers?
Yeah,
What's the guys from the company, the electric company saying?
Yeah, what really happened? And can really the lights dictate a comeback?
Well, if it's not about the lights, it's about the length of time that they had to stop playing and what was happening when they were playing. We know how momentum goes. You just run the opening kickoff back in the second half after dominating the first half. Look, the NFL, we know it's about ratings. It's about money.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the TV. They want a good game in the Super Bowl. Been hyping it up, horrible, whatever you want to call it. That disruption, you can overcome that. They had a veteran team and the Ravens did overcome it and they ended up winning the game. It's just the timing of it's odd, and it's after Beyonce just goes out there and does a light show. I mean, there's more electricity going through the air than in the Ghostbusters movie, man. Like,
don't cross the streams.
What was the final score of that?
34-31 Ravens. Yeah.
They did fight back.
It's extremely skeptical hippo about that.
Out of 10, what do you think its truth level is?
6.
With 10 being it's certain.
10 being it's true.
It's true. Roger Goodell threw a monkey wrench in so the 49ers could come back and make it a close game. Give me a 4, a solid 4.
I'm 8.5 right now.
Wow.
And I've dug deep. Look, I'm trying to find guys that work there. Tell me what happened, the way the wires are connected. But tell us in the comments, what do you think? Out of 10, with 10 being it's true and 1 being there's no chance it's true, what do you give this one?